I ain't play. I come for the green, bonsai. Let you have it. Every move is automatic.
Calmzy on the beat is up.
Hey guys, my name is Calmzy, first generation suburban rapper, and I'm here to talk about the album I'm dropping on July 1st a little bit. So I'm dropping an album called Everyday Daydream coming up, and this is kind of the first podcast or anything like that I'm trying to start. But this album isn't anything like I've ever done before. It's not like the other projects that I've tried, but I haven't really been a project artist until now. But from here on out, my plan is to only be dropping projects, only doing albums, EPs, collabs from here on out. So if there is a single, it's probably just a collab. But I'll just kind of walk through what the sound of the album is like, inspiration behind everything, and what each song is kind of like and how it differs from the others. So this album is more of like a half and half split. There's a lot of, like, I guess you could say, aesthetic rapping in it, some funk, and some more like Detroit kind of style, but all of it's like kind of the same theme, like kind of darkish. But the actual album is split two ways. Like the first half of the songs are more, I guess, like how there was a come up. So there's like some actual story to it. But the actual sound is a little bit less energetic. But once you get to the second half, it kind of flips it. It's more braggy and it's more energetic. But now there isn't an intro and an outro. I did have them. I took them out. I just didn't think they fit. There's still an interlude and there's a bonus track. So in total, we have 10 songs altogether. I figured intro and outro. If it's not a song, then don't keep it, because no one's really gonna care about that too much. But the sound of the overall album is kind of like Freddie Dredd, One and Only, Babytron, Lil Bubblegum, kind of all that sound kind of mixed. So, like I said, there's a lot of like aesthetic rap, some funk, not like drift funk, not cowbell, that style. It's more like new age, like Freddie Dredd type, and Detroit. So it's like it's very different than what I've done, but it's still in the right direction. It's still the same kind of theme. If you listen to some songs like Villain that I've dropped recently, and even that dual diss track I just dropped, it's kind of very similar to that. And besides that, though, I'll kind of walk through what each track is like. The first opening track, I guess you could say, is called Daydream. So yeah, it's like the opening track of Everyday Daydream. And it kind of really like fits the whole album. It's why it's the opener. It's really good. I posted a snippet. You can check it out on Instagram. And it's mostly funk, I guess, but it's like that Freddie Dredd type, like I was talking about. I really like the song. It's definitely worthy of being the opener for this, and this album is really good in my opinion, and I don't say that a lot about my own stuff, but yeah, it's kind of funky, and I've only gotten positive feedback on this one. The next one I have right after it is the first feature on it, and this is featuring Lil Minty, and I have not talked about this at all, so you guys are the first to hear. But Lil Minty, he's really cool, and he killed this, and the song is called Legend Has It. It's really good. It's more like that aesthetic rap type. It's more like One and Only, but I think we did a really good job on this one. It's really catchy. And that song is more about also like the come up, like you know, like everything about me, I guess. I don't want to be like that guy, but yeah, I'm that guy. The next one is called Bend Through It. It's also like aesthetic rap, and it's also about come up, but this one's a solo song, so it's kind of transitioning into more about me and my own story. The one after that, I really like this song. It has 2 features on it, the only song in the whole album like that, and a song with more than one featuring person from me is kind of rare now. But it's featuring Peebo and Crayon Kid, 2 people I know in real life, 2 close friends of mine, and we all got together and we made this song, and it goes really hard. It was a really fun time making this. I've already worked with both of these artists in the past, and these guys always deliver. Crayon Kid is a really good producer, and Peebo only really exclusively works with me right now, but he's worth a listen. And this is kind of the last song before the next half of the album, really talking about that come up and having that slower style. But this song is special. This one is called Alone, and it has 2 split beats. I have Peebo starting on it, and it's kind of that Freddie Dredd beat on the first half, and then I go in, and then right after that the beat kind of switches. Crayon Kid opens up the second half, and the second half of the beat is more sample / aesthetic rap, and it kind of switches to talking more about real stuff than bragging. So it's a good transition song to go to the next. And then I come in after Crayon Kid, and me and Peebo finish together, and you'll kind of have to see it, but this one is really good. And then the interlude is called City Boy. It's a short song, but it's really good. It's more of that aesthetic rap kind of style, but it's a good interlude to go into the next song. And the next one's called Wanna Be Him. This is a Redis inspired song, and if you know, I've dropped a diss track on Redis, but yeah, I know him in real life. He's cool. Check out his Twitch, and hopefully he can be on here on this podcast at some point in the future. He's really chill, and he has a good personality. But this song is just more of that braggy style I was talking about. It's more of that Detroit rap, I guess, so it's more like Babytron, if you know. It's a sample style, but it's way more upbeat and more energetic, and it's just really just bragging. The next song is Something About It with my good friend Sam. What the hell, Sam? And we really went off on this. I got him on this to do the hook, and I just did all the verses, and we filled that gap, and it sounds great. It's a sample rap. It's not really aesthetic, but it is sample. You'll have to see. And it's definitely bragging. The next one after that, Bonsai. This is a very fun one to make. I definitely got bodied on my own track, but this one's really good. It's more Freddie Dredd, more really high energy, and this one I think everyone is gonna like. It's featuring Cowblass, so yeah, I already got bodied on this, but this one's good. And we made this in one night up until like 6 a.m. So it's crazy. The next one is Silver Lining, and this is the last track of the album, but this one I've also shared a snippet on. It's on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, on YouTube. This one is one of my favorites. This is the closing one, and it's closing one for a reason. This one's Freddie Dredd style. I start with Freddie Dredd and I finish it like that. And this one I've only got positive feedback on too, and I would really check this one out too. If you're only listening for 1 or 2 songs on this album to get a feel for the whole thing, I would listen to this, because this one's it. But I'll talk about the bonus track a little bit. It's another Babytron like sample style Detroit upbeat. It fits the whole sound of the album, but it doesn't have the same theme that it follows. This one's inspired by my brother. It is the lyrics and everything, and he was originally going to be on this, and he might be on a remix in the future, but this one's really good. I really like it. I still wanted to post it and have it be on my main because it fits the sound, just not the theme and the lyrics I'm trying to reach across. But it's definitely worth the listen. Definitely more of that scam rap, but I do plan on dropping another project after this, maybe towards the fall or the winter, and I already have a few beats from some producers I'm working with, and maybe some drill on there, and I already have a few of the songs in the works, and I might be having a song with Off the Fana in the works right now, and Blue Bunny production, so I would definitely keep your eyes out for those, because those are going to be really good, and they're already in the works. But yeah, there's a lot of big moves coming up. I got this podcast right here, and I'm going to be starting a basketball podcast soon. So keep your eyes open for that. But this album is dropping on July 1st. I got a really good cover art made by Hannah A. Dez on Instagram. So maybe check that out. Maybe check her art out. If you're an artist, definitely get a commission from her. It's probably like $15 or more if you're trying to reach out and get something, but it's definitely worth it. and she definitely can do whatever you want in whatever style. So don't look at it and say that's not the style I'm looking for, because any artist can adapt, and you should know that. But this is definitely an album worth listening to. This is the first album I'm ever dropping, and it's dropping on July 1st again. So just keep an eye open for that, and also follow my Instagram and Twitter for updates. It's Calmzy Music on both, all just one word. So keep an eye out for that. And I'm definitely going to be dropping a lot of more music in the future, maybe at a slower rate, but it's all going to be in projects, so it's going to be more meaningful, I guess. And I have a few features done. I think I have like 5 or 6 that I'm waiting for people to post. So just be patient and wait for that to come out, and it will. Besides that, talk about some other things. I just dropped a diss track recently. It was called Name and Ink / Wilting Flame. It is beast. This is probably the best track I've ever dropped so far. It needs a little bit more attention, so if you're listening to this and you've gotten this far, maybe check that out. And as I think it's definitely worth it. It's a diss track on both Crayon Kid and Zacuum, so I went in on that. It's full drill. The beat switch is halfway through. It's just great to listen to. But I'm starting to follow more of that theme in my music, just darker energy, lower tone, black and white cover arts. They're all going to be like that. So just keep your eyes out open for this kind of stuff, because it's coming hot. And I can't say much more than that. I have a collective that we're starting. It's been in the works for a little while. We have a few songs in the vault, but nothing complete yet. So keep your eyes out for that. I have a collective called 101 Slugs with my good friends What the Hell Sam and Calmzy, both on the album. So definitely worth a check out. The Instagram for that is 101 Slugs Collective. And we're definitely going to be promoting on that, everything, all the information you need. Songs are going to be dropping every once in a while on there. But the collective will grow, so you'll see bigger names soon. And I won't reveal anyone I plan on adding yet, but it's going to be good. And I definitely plan on getting a producer or two on there in the future, so it can be entirely our own work. And I already have people in mind, but if you're listening to this, just reach out to me. We can work whatever, if you're an artist. If you're not, that's okay. I like any kind of company. If you add me on Instagram, Calmzy Music, and you say, hey, I just listened to this, and I followed you, I love your work, I will follow you back. There's no like discrimination that you're an artist or not. I will follow you back. Just for giving me the time and the listen here, especially because you probably wanted to know more about this. I also have Calmzy extras that I've been posting. It's a little different than the SoundCloud. I'm not really big into SoundCloud, but I post more there. I only post the best stuff to all plats, and that's just the stuff right now with What the Hell Sam. And in my opinion, some really good stuff. It's more like not my style, but stuff I've tried. So definitely worth a listen. All of it's really good and taken a lot of time to work on. And you can even find that from my main account on like Spotify, and just go to the things I've featured on. It's not a hard find, and everything is definitely worth a listen there. I'm going to be starting a basketball podcast soon where I just kind of play 2K and talk about basketball. So if you're a basketball fan, you'll see that very soon. And you know, just give it a listen if that's something you want, or if you're just kind of in your car and you're just trying to figure out what to do, and you're tired of your like music playlist, just go ahead and listen to that. But definitely on here in the future, I'm going to have more interviews, or maybe like something fun where I just get like some of my friends here and we just talk about stuff, or some other artists you might know. But if you're anything into music, or you kind of make edits or anything, reach out to me and we can work, because I'm trying to expand my web a little bit. Or if you're from the Rochester, Syracuse, or Pittsburgh area, reach out to me. If you make music videos, that's something I'm really trying to get into. So anything. If you're even like an artist, small, big, you want to remix one of my songs, any of them are open for that. Just let me know, we can work it out. Don't use the automated messaging system I have on there. I usually don't respond to that. But yeah, there's pretty much any way to reach me. Yeah, I'm probably going to cut this off here, and we'll have a longer one in the future. Thank you guys, and remember to stream my music and pre-save my album, link in my Instagram bio, for the album I'm dropping on July 1st. Bye.